Hey everybody, it's Ron from Ron's Basement. Thank you, yes you, for joining me today. You. If it wasn't for you watching the videos, I wouldn't be making the videos. So you're very important. You're important to me. I appreciate you watching. You're probably somebody like me who has an interest in precious metals and precious metal mining stocks. So I just wanted to let you know that I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate you liking my videos, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a great holiday season. But no more of that fluffy love stuff. Let's go straight into the video. I'm predicting, with no further ado, I'm predicting $2,400 gold next year. I'll tell you more about that right now. And I'm going to base that upon a vision that I had. I should have wore a brown shirt because I'm probably full of poop. But nonetheless, this is an absolute true story, and I don't, not a person who professes to have visions very often. But I don't know, about 2 weeks ago, I was looking at the gold price on Yahoo Finance. Not that I check the gold price very often or anything, but I just happened to be looking at the gold price on Yahoo Finance, and I clicked on it, so it like went onto the full screen on my phone, and I swear I saw $2,400 gold. Now, I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. However, I'm confident that it's going to be in a month that starts with the letter M, as in March or May. So it could be as soon as March, or it may be May. Now, to maybe add a little substance to my prediction, I wanted to share this with you. It's a little card that I've carried in my wallet for well over a year. And on this little card, I had some notes to myself. Probably wrote this a year and a half or so ago. And everything that I wrote on here has come true. And the premise behind these notes was, if these conditions are occurring, that I need to, quote unquote, pile into gold. Okay? The conditions were continued big government debt. Well, we've got that one. I checked that one off. We've got whatever it is, $30 trillion at this point. But even more important than that, continued big government spending deficits. The government's spending way more than it's bringing in tax revenue. Definitely check that box off. And then the next box was basically, super low interest rates and high inflation. And this was still back when we had really low inflation, so I hadn't yet checked that box until like 2 or 3 months ago. But now we have that box checked. And I pull this card out every once in a great while, and I look at it, and I remember why I'm still heavily invested in gold. And maybe why I had that vision. I don't know. But, with the big government debt, the big government deficits, low interest rates, I know they're talking about maybe raising them a little bit, but whatever. How are we going to pay off this debt, right? But the only way we can do it is by further devaluing of the currency. Further dilution of the currency. And, there's a lot of other guys wiser than me who can explain a lot of these things in greater detail, and maybe even a little more clearly than me. One person I'd recommend you watch is Rick Rule. As a matter of fact, just stop watching this video right now and go to YouTube and watch Rick Rule. Or maybe finish the video and then go watch Rick. He's got some even more recent interviews in the last week or so where he talks about the overall conditions for the that he thinks are favorable for the precious metals. So, that adds a little bit of juice to my reasoning behind the prediction of $2,400 gold in either March or May of next year. The other thing I wanted to bring up, I was sending an email to Dan Wilton, who's the CEO of First Mining Gold, one of my top favorite gold mining stocks, okay? And I'm not paid by them in any way, shape, or form to promote the company. I just really happen to believe in Dan Wilton and Keith Neumeyer and The moves they've made with that company over the last 2 years, I think, are super encouraging, and I really do believe that they're kind of flying under the radar, and were maybe a little tainted from like a 6-7 year period where really nothing went on with them. Well, there's a lot going on there now. They've got, I can't believe I'm turning this into an infomercial for First Mining Gold. Well, nonetheless, they've got like either partial interest or full interest in like 5 good-sized projects, like million-ounce plus projects, all in Canada. And then on top of that, they have a huge interest in the Springpole mine. Actually, they own it 100%. The Springpole mine, it's a huge project, again in Canada, like a 5 million ounce project. They've expanded their land package. It's in a great area. The permitting process is underway. They've got a guy named Steve Lines who's heading up the permitting process. He's permitted several other major mines in that area, similar mines. They have a new VP of exploration, Mr. Maxwell, and Keith Neumeyer. Keith Neumeyer, like last week, bought like, I don't know, 750,000 roughly shares with his own money in the company in the open market last week. Anyway, let's get back to this email I sent to Dan, and another factor why I think we're going to have $2,400 gold. Then I'll wrap this up, and you can go watch a Rick Rule video. Okay, so I sent this nice email, a lot of fluff. I really am very encouraged and happy with what they're doing at First Mining Gold, and I shared that with Dan. I won't read that to you. Then I went on to say, I'm going to read this to you. Of course, a higher gold price and even the smallest uptick in sentiment towards precious metal miners would add significant wind in your sails. I see $2,400 gold much sooner than most. I see it. My theory is that with world financial conditions being at a whole new level of messed up, like world financial conditions are just like screwed, right? We all know that. Changes and movements in things like price and otherwise will happen much faster and with much more severity. I could be wrong. That's just my gut feeling. Happy holidays, Dan, blah, blah, blah. So basically what I was saying there is, with the world financial conditions and all the money printing and all the, Europe's messed up, Asia's messed up, China's messed up, Japan's messed up, South America's messed up, everywhere's messed up. I don't know about Mexico, but anyway, a lot of places are messed up. There's so much artificial stuff going on, so much just craziness, right? Debt, deficits, negative interest rates, you name it, that now things are happening more quickly. Number one, it's like when a person gets really, really sick, or if your car gets really old and starts to go downhill, at the end it goes quicker. I think we're at that period now. So things are going to go quicker, and they will be much more severe. All right, folks, there you have it. Again, I appreciate you watching. Those are my thoughts on why I see $2,400 gold next year. Now, again, remember, that'll be in a month that starts with M, March or May. And I may be wrong. Just my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you have a great holiday, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.